Alright. Kearsarge Pass hike number 2. June 15th, 2019. Still some good snow.
What?
Oh, I'm just talking to my GoPro.
Oh, okay.
Don't mind me, I'm talking to myself.
Make sure I'm not thinking. Yeah, hold on, why not?
Is there fishing here?
I believe so, maybe. I think I want to say I saw someone fishing. I don't know if they're successful or if there's fish, but I do believe the lakes are year-round, so it might be fish. I always wonder, how do fish get to a remote mountain area in the first place?
I wonder if they're stocked.
Yeah, maybe.
Speaking of that, I kickstarted a fly fishing game. So once that comes in, we'll have a game night.
Oh, there you go. If you ever, you don't want to actually go fishing, just play the game.
Right. Right.
Because you gotta go out in the sun, and it's kind of tedious. And just play the game.
That's right. Play the game, go to McDonald's, get food playful.
You should have just kick-started the hiking game. You could have skipped this. Next time. Now here, probably, I don't know what we're at, 9,500, whatever. Some nice June snow.
Are you going to watch your video later, Steve?
Yeah, I'll have to, because I got to edit it and stuff. I try to make a hiking video for all my hikes. Except for like Tattoo Mountain, I've been up there a million times, so I occasionally make a hike for that. I did make a video for my frozen wasteland Tattoo Mountain hike when it was covered in snow. But yeah, I'll definitely have a video for this hike.
You have it on a website or anything?
It's I do have a website, but my videos I just have on YouTube. I'll send you a link. I'll email everyone like a link
Okay, cool.
if you want to see it. I like how our trail is a nice line of water covering it. Nowhere else, just the trail.
Yeah.
How convenient. Nice trail here, look at that trail. A creek has invaded our trail. And it's all this thing small right here.
Oh my god!
Okay, that one's steady. This one's good. On the hike.
Where did it go?
It's right there. It's still moving.
Inside, so they're not up here.
It's not a rabbit.
I don't know, but it moved away, so.
It went in there.
Oh, I see it right there.
Yep. It was right on the trail, and I didn't see it till it moved. All right, first snake. Feeling good already.
Yeah.
I don't know how I've never seen a snake on a hike so far. It's crazy. All right, we're flooded for a while again.
Okay.
I was anticipating maybe a little bit of snow, but not a flood.
You did say there'd be some milk. I didn't think you meant when you were on the hike.
Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't melting onto the trail, but live and learn. Gotta learn from every hike.
Oh, you did say you learned something from every hike.
All right,
Where are these over there?
these rocks are all loose.
Okay, all the rocks will be.
Also, don't take video while climbing on water. Oh. Flooded trails.
See, that's rocky.
And it's all from that creek right there.
Oh, wow.
Now that you don't want to touch. That is your fast track to the bottom. Trickle under the snow. 10,100 feet. Owens Valley down there, and University Peak up there. And this is the trail. I'm assuming I'm actually pointing at stuff. I can't tell. This does have I can do a wireless connection.
Yeah.
I can see like on my iPad what I'm actually pointing at, but I'm too lazy to actually turn it on. Plus I don't hold my iPad while I'm holding this. I mean, I can put this on my head, but then the hat interferes because of this weird hat I'm wearing. So. Alright, another video, University Peak. Continuing to rough it off trail because the trail is covered in snow. There's the first lake, and behind that tree that's blocking my way is the Owens Valley. I'm too tired to get up and actually take a real video of it. And we're almost at the top of this little lip here. We can see what's over the side. Kearsarge Pass, lake number 2. And hike through a snowfield. And this lake still has some snow on it. University Peak. And this will be the stopping point because the snow just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Probably a couple weeks too early. Note to self. Alright, another video, heading back. Gotta cross all this blinding snow. I can't see. No one can see. It's hard but very slippery. Made it back to the first lake. We got a waterfall there. And another waterfall emptying it right there. And then the lake itself empties with a little waterfall of its own. Yep, blowing off. You can kind of see waterfall going under the snow. You see that? Waterfall is under the snow.
Oh wow, yeah.
University Peak again up there. The hat's flying off.
Yeah. Look at the jet.
What?
The jet going into like
Alright, here's the trail, sorta. It's turned into a river. I had a hilarious butt slide earlier down the snowbank. Unfortunately, I did not get it on video. But you can see it up there. There's the snow. There's a good, I don't know, maybe 8-10 feet where you just kind of, I just kind of slid down on my butt because I couldn't walk down. It's too steep. Right up there. Heading back down. From here on out, the trail is flooded, but easy. Actually concludes the abbreviated hike. Wish there was maybe a few more clouds. Maybe maybe I cooled it off slightly.
Alright, so I thought I'd do something a little different this time and add a little narration here at the end of the video. The video I shot during the hike, I don't think really fully explains the hiking experience for this particular hike. There were some unique challenges and stuff that went on that I just couldn't video and really didn't get some good pictures of. And speaking of pictures, I will show a few pictures here while I talk. This picture is from the McDonald's Lone Pine, looking west towards the Sierra. Kind of hard to tell in this shot, but they're all snow-capped and get even more snow-capped the further north you drive. This picture was from the beginning of the hike. Things started out looking pretty promising. There was some snow on the hills and stuff, but it didn't look too bad from this vantage point. We got a river, or a stream, flowing down from the mountains there. As we got higher up, there's another, I think that might be Independence Creek, I forget now. But we started to see more snow on this hike. And eventually it got to a point where the snow was completely blocking the trail, making it impassable. And you had to either scale the snow or hike around the snow up steep mountainside to actually make it hikeable. There was one snow ledge that was about a little over a foot wide. You had to walk across for like 20 or 30 feet. And if you fell, then you'd probably be tumbling down about 20, 30 feet of snow until you crashed into some, I don't know, bushes below or a tree. So there's definitely some challenges. That was probably the most difficult challenge, but there's still a lot of other challenges. This is the only picture I could actually find of that ledge that I took right at the top here. I don't think we had even gotten to the ledge yet, but we had to hike up maybe, 8 feet or so to get up to the ledge and then scale across the thing. Very narrow. The snow on this hike was very compact. It was not powdery at all. Your foot barely pressed into it. And it was like walking on sheets of ice. So it was very difficult to stay standing. Here is, I believe, Independence Creek again, a little higher up. As you saw in the video, it's a pretty fast-flowing stream of water. As we continued up, we got to this. We had scaled some smaller snowy slopes, trying to stay as close to the trail as possible. This one we went around because the snow, like I mentioned, the snow is so icy that I feel like I had pretty good balance, but every time I went down one of these things, the ones that were much shorter, I fell every time and just slid on my butt the whole way down. It was actually sort of fun and really funny at the time, but definitely probably not the safe thing to do. And we did avoid this one. This is probably 30, 40 plus feet high, maybe even 50 feet to get to the top of this little snow mountain. But we went around to get to the top of that. Here's a nice shot of University Peak. And the higher up we went, the snow, which was, was blocking the trail at times, but it was pretty patchy. There were plenty of dry patches that we could walk on just fine. But the snow started to become a little more continuous in areas. Here's one of those dry patches. I wished most of the hike looked like this, but unfortunately there was some troubles. This is probably when we had to go off trail again, trying to avoid a big blob of snow that kind of landslid over our trail. Nice shot looking down at the Owens Valley below. I believe that's Independence, way down there, little tiny town. And this is ultimately where we stopped. We got to the second lake, which I don't remember the name of offhand. But we got to the second lake. There's still some snow kind of sitting on top of the lake. University Peak again, beautiful mountains and snow. We decided to stop here just because just the difficulty of getting here, plus the path ahead looked like it just had more continuous snow that we didn't want to trek through just because it was so icy and difficult to step on. There were several patches of snow that we had to step on that you could actually hear the water, little streams of water undercutting the snow. And as we walked across, it's kind of a little nervous at times, like almost like you're walking on a frozen lake. Like, is this snow going to hold me? Am I going to fall through? A couple times, our feet would fall through, and the worst that would happen was we got our feet wet. But you never know if you're going to turn your ankle or something doing that. So it's definitely probably not the safest thing here. But as we made our way back, here's a picture of the first lake. I think I got a better shot of this one. Got a little stream coming down here, and then I believe there's a second one over here, which I didn't get a good shot of. I think this stream actually comes down from the second lake, and what was neat is there was snow on top of the stream, kind of almost forming like a cave underneath, flowing down the mountainside there. I thought that was neat. And I think I remember the name. I think this one's called Little Pothole Lake. Then I just wanted to show our trail real fast. In purple is last year, the hike that I did, plus, that is I believe the official trail. So Kearsarge Pass is right here at the top of the pass, and on the right is where we actually started. In blue is what we did on this hike. We got probably just shy of halfway through the hike before we decided to call it. And then a little closer look of our routing. And then here, just after the first mile, I think right around here is where that first big obstacle, which was the most difficult obstacle. This was the kind of the ice cliff we had to walk along, or ice ledge, I should say, to get past that. And then we had to, there's probably some snow here, so we had to go up trail and go just kind of straight this way, as opposed to taking these numerous switchbacks as you saw I did last year. This all looked normal. And then later on, this was that huge, like 40-foot tall snowbank, I believe, that we decided to go around. So we just kind of scaled the mountain in some random direction, and eventually found our way back to the trail over here and continued on. And then eventually this was the second lake. All these pictures are from Google Maps. Of course, these are from times when it isn't covered in snow. So you can actually see what's going on. Anyway, there's a lot more snow. We just kind of took a direct route. There's a big boulder that rises above the lake that we got some great pictures from. And that's where we decided to call the hike.